Ajijic is one of the most popular expat destinations in Mexico, which means there are a lot of foreigners already living there.
And as a result, there are a lot of perks available to foreign residents, but also a few downsides caused mostly by its extreme popularity.
Ecuador has its own version of Ajijic, which is also very popular with expats, and it has several pros and cons of its own.
So in this video, we're going to compare one of the most popular expat towns in Mexico to a town that's pretty similar here in Ecuador.
Cotacachi Ecuador is located about 90 minutes north of Quito. It's a picturesque mountain town situated between two thankfully inactive volcanoes.
Ajijic Mexico is located about 1 hour south of Guadalajara. It's also a picturesque mountain town on the shore of Lake Chapala, which is Mexico's largest lake.
When we were walking around Ajijic on our last trip to Mexico, we kept saying how much it reminded us of Cotacachi.
Both of these towns have been popular with expats for a really long time. They are also both close to major cities and airports.
And both are in the mountains with incredible views, and they both have a lot to offer because they are walkable, they have a variety of restaurants and outdoor activities.
Each town has its own pros and cons, which might affect your decision to move or visit there. So that's what we're going to talk about in this video.
Starting with Cotacachi.
If you like small towns, Cotacachi is great because it only has about 9,000 people in it, and a lot of them are expats.
There are a lot of indigenous in that area as well, so you have a nice blend, and it's a very family-friendly place. It's super clean. We were so impressed by how clean everything is. People really take pride in their homes and in their community in general. They keep the trash picked up, and there is not a lot of dog poop, which is really nice.
Yeah, there are a lot of dogs, and you will see dog poop, but they pick it up so it doesn't pile up.
Yes, and it's also a very safe community, and we've heard that from multiple people.
And very quiet. They roll up the sidewalks about 8:30 at night. Most of the restaurants close around then. You're not going to see a lot of people out after dark. It is a family-friendly and also an older community, older for both the foreign residents and the locals. You're going to see a lot of really old locals living there.
Cotacachi has a lot of really cute shops, and you've got more shopping opportunities over in Otavalo, which is only about 10 minutes away, including the world-famous, internationally renowned market.
If you're an outdoors person, you're gonna love this area, not only for the amazing views, but you have a lot of hiking in the area. At Peguche, the waterfalls are beautiful, and you have Cuicocha, which is a volcano lake that we hiked around. Just be sure to wear your bug repellent.
Cotacachi has a nice mercado in town, and the bus station is right next door, so you can take advantage of Ecuador's excellent public transportation.
There's a weekly organic market in town that is really popular with the foreign residents, so you can go there and network and meet other people.
And they are all so supportive, helpful, and very welcoming. When you move in, you're gonna feel right at home.
Quito is about an hour and a half away. It's also an hour and a half to the airport, door to door from the center of town to the airport terminal. So it's pretty close. It doesn't take that long to get there, and it's a beautiful drive.
It's one of the most affordable places we've been to in Ecuador for housing, food, and everything that you need to live.
And now for the cons. And Cotacachi, Ecuador is high elevation. It's about 8,000 feet, so the air is thin.
And it can be cool and rainy at times. When we visited there, it was just chilly. The sun does come out and it warms up, but if you really like warm weather, Cotacachi is not the place for you.
You're gonna wanna pack a jacket and a hat, and maybe even some light gloves on some of those cool mornings or evenings when you're coming home from dinner.
Cotacachi does not have major medical services, so if you need specialized care, you'll have to go to Quito.
Or Ibarra or Otavalo do have IESS hospitals, but for anything complicated, Quito is going to be your best option.
If you want to go to a full grocery store, you'll need to go to Ibarra as well, and that's about 30 minutes away.
There is a Tia, which is a small grocery store in the center of Cotacachi, but it's not nearly as nice as a big Super Maxi.
And the airport is also 1.5 hours away. I know we mentioned that this was a pro, but this may also be a con to some of you.
Yeah, it's about 3 times further away from the airport than Ajijic, which is only 30 minutes from the Guadalajara airport.
Getting back to the United States will take you more time, and the flights are more expensive from Ecuador than they are from Mexico.
Yeah, Ecuador has a lot of export taxes if you want to export yourself to the United States. So that's kind of frustrating. It really does jack up the price of those airplane tickets.
If you are looking for a place that has a lively nightlife, that is not the place for you. As we mentioned, it is quiet there most evenings.
Yeah, you can hear crickets and bugs chirping at night. You can see stars because there's not a lot of light and there's not a lot of people out. So it is dead at night.
And now let's talk about Ajijic, starting with the pros. The town is beautiful. It is so colorful and vibrant. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
It's also right next to Lake Chapala. It has a beautiful mole cone that walks for quite a ways, pretty much the length of the town. So you can go out there and get your morning walk with your dog and enjoy those beautiful views and all of the birds that are perched along the lakeshore.
The elevation is much lower than Cotacachi. It is only 5,000 feet, and the climate is really pleasant all year round. They do have a short rainy season, but when we were there, we were in shorts.
Yeah, it was very warm, and it was a bit humid when we were first there because a hurricane had blown a bunch of moisture in from the Pacific. But after that had blown through, it was actually really dry.
The location is ideal if you want to travel or just go into a major city for any other things that you have to do, because it is only a 30-minute drive to the airport and only 60 minutes into Guadalajara.
The airport has multiple flights per day to multiple cities in the U.S., and you're going to be able to get there a lot faster than you will from Cotacachi.
There are a lot of amenities for us foreign residents and a lot more nightlife than you're going to find in Cotacachi, and a lot of English speakers as well.
We went out to a restaurant, a couple of different restaurants, and there were, I think, more English speakers in there than Spanish speakers, if that's your thing.
It is a great area for retirees. They do have affordable elder care facilities in the area, and we've heard that they are high quality.
There are some medical facilities available in town, and if you have anything serious, Guadalajara is not that far away.
The shopping is great if that's important to you. There is even a Walmart. There are several different grocery stores and a weekly organic market.
Some of the grocery stores even carry specialty items that foreign residents love, things that we cannot find here in Ecuador.
And now for the cons. Ajijic can be very crowded. We were actually quite surprised at how many people we saw, and the main road going through town was often bumper to bumper.
Since it's so popular with foreign residents, it also means the housing prices are pretty high. People have come in from other countries as well as other cities in Mexico, and now they're living in Ajijic and the surrounding areas, and it caused a bit of a housing shortage and caused the prices to go up.
It is very touristy, especially on the holidays and weekends. You're going to see a lot more people, and the popular tourist places and restaurants are going to be more expensive.
Ajijic feels a little bit like America Light. So if your goal is to live a more authentic experience in another country, this might not be the best spot for you.
If you like smaller communities and cooler temperatures, then you will love Cotacachi. Plus, it feels very authentic and it's more affordable than Ajijic.
If you have a larger budget, you want to be closer to the United States, live in a warmer climate, and have easier transition and less culture shock, then Ajijic is perfect for you.
Let us know in the comments which one you think is best and why.
If you are already a patron and you're watching this video before everybody else, thank you guys so much for your support. We really appreciate it.
And if you're not already a member of our amazing community, then join us now so you can vote on the next Members' Choice video, and you'll get a bunch of extra perks.
Check below for a link to learn more, and we will see you on the inside.
We really hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you all soon.
Ciao.
Ciao.